So when I went to Nigeria, the experience was totally different. So wonderful. They're so wonderful. And I love Nigeria. I love to travel there. My name is Denora Okonkwo, and I am originally from El Paso, Texas, so I'm Hispanic, but I currently live in Dallas, Texas.
My name is Okonkwo Nadozie Peter. I am from Umubezim, Okonkume, Mpam, Ekwarazu, in Ayazumbi, local government of Imo State. So, during the American election, what is the name of that woman that was contesting with Biden?
Kamala.
Kamala. So I think she was having a press conference live on Facebook, So, and people were commenting, it's a worldwide something. So people were commenting, and I saw these beautiful comments. I called the comment beautiful because I was like, this is a brilliant comment, So I decided I like the comment, then I decided to message that person. Now, Nigeria and there's some negativity, when a Nigerian person threw a shot at a American person or whatever, you know what I'm talking about. So, because she has been getting all those kind of messages and something, she doesn't really respond to any form of spam message or whatever. So she ignored. After, I think 15 days later, I call it few days later, but she's the one who gives to count. So 15 days later, she responded.
Just like he says, we got a lot of those men, especially like Nigerian men, like inboxing us. And it was strange because I saw the message, 15 days, I ignored it, didn't respond. I was like, who is this person? Doesn't even know me. And I don't know, just something was just like, let me message him. So I wrote him and I was like, do I know you? He was like, no. I was like, what do you want? And he was like, I just liked your comments. I just wanted to chat. And so it just started from there. And then one day I was getting ready for work and he was like, can I call you? And I was like, I'm getting ready for work. I'll try to call you later. And when I got to work, I called him and just video chat. And then we just got along from there. It was every day, like all hours of the day and night. We were talking. And then it just never stopped. I flew to Nigeria to meet him. And a few days later, got married.
That's how we are here. Happily married. 2 years and counting.
Years, yeah. A little over 2 years. So.
Yeah.
Before I met Agu, 2 years prior, I was in a relationship with a Nigerian man, but here in the U.S. And that didn't go so well. And my parents were very timid about me going to Nigeria to meet somebody else because they were afraid of how I was going to be treated. The prior relationship, I wasn't treated so well with the family. And so they were just, be careful, you don't know how it's going to be. But everybody really supported the relationship. My family included. They were like, if that's who you want to be with, that's who you want to be with. My friends were all very like, oh, we're so happy for you. So when I went to Nigeria, the experience was totally different. My husband's family they're so welcoming. When I got to the airport, his whole family was there. So when I got there, I was like, oh my gosh, wow, all his sisters, everybody was there. They all followed us to the hotel. So it was just so welcoming. My mom loves his family. She loves his mom, even though his mom doesn't speak English. She says a few things. Like she says, I love you. I miss you in English. They're so wonderful. They're so wonderful. And I love Nigeria. I love to travel there. I think I've been there five times maybe.
Yes. The thing there is, I told her, I said, you can talk about love scam, that's for lazy people. Do you understand where I'm coming from? I work hard, and for one day, till now that we are married, for one day I have not said, baby, send me money. I need money. You understand where I'm coming from? So sometimes when she wants to do something and I'm like, stop, I'm a man, I've been doing this thing, stop, I'm a man. She said, oh, you don't want me to feel among.
I didn't have any expectation when I came here. First of all, when we decided to get married, it took us I at one point almost gave up, because I was like, I don't know if I can do this, because I had to go to the Nigerian embassy in Washington, like, to get a visa. And the first time I went there, I didn't have all my paperwork, so they sent me back, and I was like, oh God, now we got to postpone the wedding another month so I can go back there. And it was back and forth, and I almost gave up. And I was like, no, this is meant to be, I'm going. So when I got to Nigeria, I didn't know what to expect. So I got into the airport. You know, you have to go through customs and you have to go through this. And people in there were so helpful to me, because I almost walked out of the airport with no stamp on my passport. And the guy made sure, he was like, let's go back. You have to go. There's also all this negativity about the airport and stuff like that. I myself have never experienced a bad thing in the airport. When I come in, the guy let me use his phone because I didn't have access to call my husband, who was outside in the airport. One of the guys in the airport took my luggage, helped me go through customs, helped me go through getting my bags checked, let me use his phone to call my husband that was outside. He walked me all the way out to meet Agu when I was like out there. So the positive experience I had the first time is what made me keep coming back, because I have never, ever, ever experienced something negative when in Nigeria. Never. We talk all the time. We talk day and night. My job is very accommodating, so I can have him like on my phone at my desk while I'm working, because they know that he is overseas. So we make sure that we always talk in the morning. I'm up at like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. I call, we talk, I'm getting ready. We call while I'm driving. We're talking while I'm driving. He calls me at night when it's nighttime, his time. So we talk all the time. The hardest part is being apart. We don't argue. We don't have arguments, because like I said, we are very similar. So there's very few disagreements. But the hardest part is just being apart. You know, you want to hug your spouse. You want to do those normal things. Go to the store, do some shopping, go out and eat together. Those are the normal things that you miss. And I cry and he cries, you know, because we're like, oh, I miss my spouse. I miss my wife. I miss my husband. That's the hardest part. But constant communication keeps us together. I mean, almost 2.5 years that we've been together, and our bond just grows stronger as the time goes on, versus where a lot of people start to lose that as time goes on. Ours is getting stronger.
The challenge is something she just said. You know, you want to be close, you want to be out, you want your wife to be cooking in the kitchen when you come inside, you know, do some, you know what I'm saying? So those things are not, it's like it's taking time. So me being a young guy, we being very young, you know, you will see some people enjoying their marriage. You're like, oh, man, I have a wife, oh, child, God, you know, that kind of a thing. So that's one of the basic challenge. We try to teach each other our own cultures. So he'll say, okay, babe, this is tradition. So things are in his village, right? This is tradition. This is what we do. His sister got married and he was like, this is tradition. When we got married, he was like, babe, you know, we do this for our kindred. We do this for our this. We do this. So he also teaches me a lot about what is like tradition, what is like culture on that side, and mine as well. So we try to teach ourselves, like each other, this is what we do in my family. This is what they do in like their family. So we try to always
teach each other that so that we can learn about each other's culture differences.